Hello, fellow Americans. It is me, Donald Trump. Today we're going to be playing Venezuela Rancher 2. It is my favorite game. I love ranching all the little Venezuelans and then forcing them to make me money in my little cages. Now I must choose the slime that best represents me. I will choose this one because it reminds me of when I burnt down Venezuela. Tutorials? I don't need no tutorial. Tar and nasty Venezuelans. I'll keep them there so that I can watch them die when I kill them. I think that's all I need to do. Let's start the game. This would be too easy because I am Donald Trump and there's nothing I can do. In fact, I recently had a cognitive test. I actually did several of them. And they asked me questions like, they gave me a giraffe and a hippopotamus and a cat and a dog. And they asked me which one was the giraffe. And I asked all the questions. I actually got that giraffe one wrong, but don't tell anyone that. Sleepy Joe probably couldn't even tell a picture of a carrot to a giraffe. He'd probably think they're the same picture, because he's stupid. Who is this woman? That doesn't look like me at all. This game's not very good so far. The far, far range, from the dusty shores of the dry reef to the furthest reaches of the perilous glass desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted. Donald J. Trump. Israel awaits you. Climb aboard if you're ready for a new adventure. And so I go off to Venezuela. Or maybe Israel. I think it's actually Israel. It makes sense from how rainbow it is. I sure hope that's not woke propaganda though. The only rainbows I like are the ones in the sky. This must be Venezuela over here. Burning down. My favorite. I love watching Venezuela burn. My old Israeli conservatory. Perfect base for me to farm all the Venezuelans for all their money. That's right, that's right. My little American slimes. Keep cheering me on. I'm too good, honestly. Here I am. Time to capture some little Venezuelans. Get over here, little Venezuelan. So do you. A little baby. Well, I do love my little babies. I'm not gonna elaborate. If you're a true American, you know what I'm talking about. Did you see those Epstein files, by the way? I made sure to release all of them. People keep complaining that I apparently redacted all of the info. But when I read it, all I see is it saying, Donald Trump is so cool and not on the list. Even if it's across 10 different pages. I just don't think they know how to read, and that's why they're complaining. I think they're just jealous. Come on, little Venezuelan, get in there. Another baby, all for me. They're being too kind. Now let's go explore this Israeli island. And I sure hope there's no Venezuelan invaders. Oh, hell no. They're trying to ambush me and kill me. Luckily, I have my vacuum made perfectly for vacuuming little Venezuelans. That's why I like to call it my Venezuelan vacuum. Or the double V. I love my double V. Get over here, little slimes. You cannot escape my vacuum. I do wonder what Venezuelan did to themselves to make themselves all into little slimes. Maybe this is their true form that they like to hide from the public, since they're so manipulative and evil and want to kill everyone. This is true. I am not just saying this. I watched it with my own eyes. I watched them kill 20,000 people. In fact, I think they actually killed the 6 million people in World War. Obviously. No one else could have done that. It must have been them. Now let's go back to my little Israeli conservatory. I don't know how long I will be here, because my friend RFK Jr. invited me to a Tung 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 Sahur rave. And it sounded pretty exciting. And I don't know if I can really pass that up. But I will not disappoint you, my little Americans. I will make you perfect content for all to see. What should I make? I think I'll make a little coop for my little babies and their little mama to make me even more babies. Did I tell you that I love babies? I just love babies. Look at that. More carrots for little old me. Now that I have fed all the little Venezuelans, time to farm them for all of their resources. I like to imagine this is their oil and that I am taking all of it from them. Of course, this isn't real. This is just a game. But I may or may not also be taking their oil in real life. But you know, you didn't hear that from me. Get in there, little chicken. How did you get out? Get back in there, little Venezuelans. Oh, I guess they don't want to eat chicken today. It's okay. You can go in with the other chickens. Or not. Maybe I'll have to send you to Venezuela and bomb you. Anyway. Time to make absolute dollar from all of these little Venezuelan oil pellets. Cool. I don't know what that was. What a shame. I don't have any internet here. How am I meant to bomb Venezuela remotely if I can't get any service? This is truly a shame. I think I might have to kill myself. But, you know, obviously, I'll make sure it looks like Venezuela did it. Can't have them being scot-free on anything. If I'm gonna die, I'll make sure Venezuela goes with me. Maybe I will catch some of these little bunny Venezuelans. I think these are called furries. I don't really know. I wonder why they all want to be dressed up as bunnies. This is very weird. But maybe they make different kinds of oil, depending on whether they're furries or not. And hopefully it's more expensive, because I do love my expensive oil. I do not want you, nasty pink Venezuelan. Get out of my vacuum. Hello, little carrot. Who are you? Ah, this must be my friend Epstein's logs. Like a kind of list, I guess, that I must uncover. While we are here again, I'm sending the drones out to all the original scout locations. I remember these. These are Epstein's little drones. They scout out for, volunteers to go to his island. And then they help carry them there. That's all I'm allowed to say. I'm pretty sure they also do not kidnap minors. That would be bad. Thank you for the carrots. Get out of here, little Venezuelans. I hate you. I only like you when you're making me money. It seems I have unlocked a map. Let me look at this. Oh, look at that. That is not very much, actually. I think I'm being scammed. The Venezuelans must have hacked into my map so that I only get a tiny amount. Oh, another Epstein drone. I was so in over my head when I first started here. I remember hauling Jellystone back to the Israeli conservatory by hand because I was so excited. Breathless and sweating. That reminds me of Epstein. He does that a lot. I was going about everything all wrong, but I was happy. There's a little time now, so I'll need your findings, so I'm going to be efficient. This time, I'm going to do it right. He must be talking about his second island he's making. I remember him telling me all about it. But, keep that a little secret between you and I. I wasn't meant to tell anyone about his second island. Especially the authorities, since they want to incriminate him for something he definitely didn't do. Because I know my pal. He would never do that. Why am I hearing a happy little jingle? What is going on? I am very confused. Well, I must be imagining things. Anyway, let me go and explore this little sandy beach. Oh no, the Venezuelans are inbreeding. Of course, they do that a lot as well. Anyway, let me collect some of these hens. Oh, look at that. A lucky Venezuelan. Let me feed it some chickens. These guys are like mini oil drills inside of a person. They make you so much money. It appears I actually just killed him. What a shame. What is this? Okay. It appears I have upgraded my map once again. That is pretty cool. I do love upgrading maps. I just love upgrading maps. Where should I go next? Oh, Venezuelan pottery. Well, I do not like this very much. It does not have the American flag on it. So, get screwed over, Venezuela. Anyway, I think we have a good haul of little furries and carrots. So I think it is time for us to make our way back to our home. Get out of here, double furry. You're even worse than the other ones. I will gladly take all of your oil, though. Give me this oil. You cannot fight me. I will get all of your oil, and there's nothing you can do about it. I love oil. There it is. My conservatory. I can't wait to lock all of these little Venezuelans in a cage and then leave them there for days on end. Oh, hell no. I think that might be a Giga Venezuelan. But we're not gonna go very close to him. I think he might kill me. I may be the best American of all time, but that doesn't mean I can kill anyone. That's why I have my nuclear bombs, and that's why I bomb Venezuela. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Get out of my DMs. You're not even a child or a minor, so get out of here. Anyway. Ah yes, my little Venezuelans. Let me buy another one to lock away all of these new furries I collected. Ah yes, I can't wait to leave them here and let them starve for several days. Give me your oil though. I very much want your oil. I'm gonna take all of your oil. Then let me sell all of their oil. Yes, this is perfect. Now I can make sure that they can never escape again. And I guess I'll feed them so that I can get more oil out of them. As we all know, a starved Venezuelan is just a less efficient oil drill. So, gotta make sure we keep them well fed. I think that was a good first day in my Venezuelan ranch. There, have one more carrot. I think it's time to sleep. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Now back to my conservatory. Did I tell you about how I took a cognitive test? I actually took like 3 of them. I don't think anyone else in the world has ever done that before. I'm actually the first person to ever take a cognitive test. And they asked me really cool questions, and I got them all right. Obviously, I would never get any wrong. I definitely know the difference between a giraffe and a hippopotamus. Unlike Sleepy Joe, he couldn't tell the difference between Donald Trump and RFK Jr. In fact, I actually did one question. There was just one question about a giraffe, a hippopotamus, a cat, and a dog. And you had to say which one the giraffe was. I struggled a little bit, actually. I will admit. I think they actually made it pretty hard for me. They must have given me the hardest cognitive test ever made. Since I'm just so smart and so cool. And that's why I must have struggled on it. Of course, Sleepy Joe couldn't even do the little one made for little babies. Little baby Israel cognitive test. I bet you even a baby Venezuelan could do a test better than Sleepy Joe. Cause he's just so dumb. Anyway. Hello, little slimes. Hello, other slimes. Anyway. Look at that. My little babies are growing up. It's a shame. You know what they say? The juice... Did I tell you about my best friend, RFK Jr.? He actually invited me to a rave. I think it was called a Tong 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 Sahur rave. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go there. I think the Tong 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 Sahur is actually very interesting. I'm pretty sure it also has other friends like Assassino, Cappuccino. But personally, I don't think they're nearly as cool as Tong 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 Sahur. Get out of here, furry. Get out of here. You little furry. You ate my oil. I do wonder how they can eat oil and evolve. Cause whenever I eat oil, I just get a really sick tummy ache. And it hurts a lot. Maybe they have been genetically manipulated and purposed so that they are able to make oil that is edible for them and only them. Of course, I will re-manipulate their genetic code so that I can then make it so that I can drink all of their oil. But there's nothing they can do about it. Let me go up here. Oh, look at that. It is another big Venezuelan. Luckily, I think they're actually so big that they can't even move. How dumb. However, I think he might be standing right on top of an oil mine. Luckily, they are so fat and hungry that if I can keep feeding them, and eventually they should die. Oh hell no. They got feral Venezuelans. You're supposed to be the ones that don't want to mine oil for me. Of course, as we all know, Venezuelans are definitely allergic to water. So I'll just throw them in there. And then they will all die. And there's nothing they can do about it. Come here, little chicken. I need to feed you to the big Venezuelan. He's gonna feast on all of you. Hell no, you ain't touching that carrot. Very good. More carrots, all for me. And more chickens. It's very good. I will backtrack on myself. I will go through this area once more to make sure I don't miss any food I can use to kill that big Venezuelan. I hate them so much. I want to kill them. And I guess this will be their last meal. Of course, if I didn't only have a vacuum, I would simply have them bombed. But you know, there's no service out here. Because of course, Venezuela doesn't have any service. Here you go, you fat Venezuelan. Eat all of this food. Of course, they still want more. Because they're just so big. And they can just never get a hold of themselves. Now I'm gonna have to run around and find food for them even more. Because they can't do anything for themselves. If only there was some more food. Here we go. Pogo fruit. I actually hate this fruit. Because I hate pogos. Because they're not very free. And I have to pay for them. Why should I have to pay for them? I am the president. Oh, there we go. Ah, little Venezuelans popping and dying. My favorite. Who are you? You're coming with me. Ah. Oh no. It seems this oil mine is actually just water. I am so disappointed. It seems I have subjected that chicken to eternal torture. But they're a Venezuelan chicken, so it's okay. They deserve it. Now let's go explore this next region. I won't lie, this looks pretty woke. Like a pretty woke portal, but presidents must make sacrifices, like jumping into woke portals. So here I go. By the way, you may not have noticed, but I added a new watermark to my videos. It's pretty subtle, I know, but it is there. You can tell me what you think of it in the comments. You can tell me if it's maybe a little too subtle, if I should maybe make it a little bigger. But I had to make sure everyone knew that this video belonged to Donald Trump. I didn't want them to think that I was potentially Venezuelan. I would hate that. I would potentially even bomb myself. That's how much I would hate that. Oh, another water mine. It appears there's also another Epstein drone. I know I'm on a mission here, but it hasn't changed anything about these geysers. They're still fun as heck. I think I can afford a few minutes for a splash like the old days. Reminds me when I got to splash around with Epstein. He really was a splashy guy. Although, sometimes it felt like I was getting water on me. But, I don't think I need to elaborate anymore. Oh, look at this. Little blue Venezuelans. You're gonna come with me. I'm gonna kill all of you. In my ranch. I will force you to make me trillions of dollars. And now I've got another new map. I really am the best ever. The Ember Valley. More like the boring valley. Because there's no oil here. Where's all the oil? I can't believe I missed that jump. In fact, I'm gonna bomb Venezuela now when I get home because of what they did. Come on. Luckily, I know my secret life hack. And now just like that, I am in the next area. I know. I'm too good. Oh look, more pottery. Bye-bye, little pottery. You sucked anyways. Now where am I? This is a very weird cave. Why is there mushrooms everywhere? Oh look, more little blue Venezuelans. Ow, they hurt me. Now this means I can bomb them and blame it on self-defense, and there's nothing they can do about it. Because I am Donald Trump, and I am the best. Bye-bye, little Venezuelans. Oh, hell no. It appears they've tricked me. I need to get out of here now. I gotta run before they actually kill me. Because if they kill me, then I can't bomb them. I'm gonna get back home. It is almost my little bedtime. Yes, I am a president, and I have a bedtime. It's what keeps me nice and healthy every morning. Because I get to wake up with a fresh 10 hours of sleep. Now how do I get home? Oh, this way. I am too good. I am simply too good at this game. Now let's get out of here. Yes, woke portal, I know. I'm coming for you again. I don't like going through this portal. It makes me feel all woke. And I hate that. Because as we all know, being woke is like a disease. I think it's why Venezuela is always so evil looking and vile. Because I think they all have the disease. Luckily, I am the cure. And I will make sure that Venezuela becomes a paradise for all Americans by the time I'm done with it. Of course, that doesn't mean anyone from Venezuela can actually live there, because they are the disease themselves. So they will be eradicated, obviously. I'm finally home. I can't wait. Oh, look at them all. They're all starving. Absolutely perfect. Get in there, you little scamps. Here you go. Eat some berries. And eat some carrots. Come on, make me all my oil. Make me oil. You know how much I love oil. Too bad I can't buy the oil collector. Then I could get even more oil. Oh, wait a minute. How did you get out of there? Oh no. They're launching each other out. I think they're starting to gain a mind of their own. They're starting to become self-aware. Luckily, we can buy an internet, so that won't be happening anymore. Oh yeah, I win again, little Venezuelans. Now it's time to go to sleep. And I think this will be the end of my little ranch. Good night, my little Americans. And remember, Venezuela was always the problem.